Hey, Christy Mattoon here. Super excited to be here with you. I just want to talk for a second. I've been working on these videos, all these videos for my new course about accessing, activating, and demystifying the pineal gland. And it's been really cool to do. I've been having a ton of fun with it because once you start rolling, you kind of get on a roll, and that's kind of what happened just now. And I started thinking about it, and it really blew my mind that when what we were talking about in one of these areas was actually manifesting, and the person was saying, well, manifesting can't possibly be this easy. And my question was like, well, why would you think that? Why shouldn't it be this easy? And his response was, well, I have all these blocks. There's all these blocks that I have because of all of this stuff. And I'm like, that happens, and you're probably right, there probably are. But we're coming underneath them with a new energy. We're coming at them with a new energy. We're coming over the top of them with a new energy. What is a block? Have you ever thought about that for a second? At the very basic, most basic understanding, what is a block? A block is negative energy. Whether it's an emotional block, a physical block, I don't even know how else you would talk about a block, right? I visualize a box around my heart, so I'm blocked from my heart. I've got this block in the middle of my chest, and it's like this slate, this piece of something that's like blocking me right here. I feel like I've got a knife in my back and somebody's twisting it all the time. This is all stuff I've heard people say, and actually stuff I've said. Right? I've got hands in my back. I always feel somebody pressing against my shoulder blades. Are they blocks? Are they things that help you towards your goal? Are they things that help you get to heaven? Are they things that help you find that next spiritual leap? Then they're blocks. What is a block? It comes from here. It comes from this issue. It comes from this past place. It comes from this thing that happened. It comes from... And what is that? It's negative energy. And at the end of the day, what it equates to is stress inside your system, which gives you cortisol and adrenaline, which brings us into the pathway that we're in, and why we're wanting to reset the pineal gland. Part of the reason why. Right? Because if you don't have cortisol and adrenaline constantly bombarding your system, what do you have? You have to have something else. It's got to be a higher set of chemicals. And if we start converting those higher sets of chemicals, if we start converting that into energy, and I'm not just talking about physiological energy at this point, it's another kind of energy. It's from source. It's a whole different ball game. That conversion happens. Guess what happens to your stress level? Guess what happens to your blocks? Blocks are put there to stop you. And if they weren't put there by you, they were put there by somebody else. And if it wasn't somebody immediately around you, it could have been on accident, it could have been on purpose, it could have been all different kind of reasons those blocks happened. But at the end of the day, it's negative energy if it's not helping you towards your goal. And if you can overcome it just by addressing it with a really high level positive energy, and the only intent for this high level positive energy is to knock out that negative stuff, what do you think would happen? Here's my guess. You're going to end up a different person. Because where there is positive energy and there's all this positive output, the negative stuff can't be there. It opens up new pathways, not only in your brain, in your life. Right? In the universe in front of you, everything just opens up differently when you don't have those blocks inside your system. And they don't have to be there. I grew up in a home of, I'm not sure what, but I grew up in a place where the Bible was talked about a lot. And from my understanding, the Bible, like it was scary, and it was really negative. Everything, it was a book of don'ts. Don't do this, don't do that, be careful where you step, be careful what you listen to, be careful who you touch, be careful who touches you, be careful what you buy, be careful what you wear. It was everything. Be careful what you say. And some of that stuff is definitely true. But if you were in a positive resonance, if you were in a positive vibration, that negative stuff can't be there. It can't. Your perception of it, at the very least, will have to change. Yes? If I'm not in cortisol and adrenaline and in fear over every little thing, my faith increases. And when my faith increases, and even before that, when those, if we're going up the chain and we're starting on the physiological end of it, when those chemicals change and alter inside your body, I feel better. When I convert them to energy, I flip different switches inside my body, the DNA starts changing. I get a biological upgrade, I get a spiritual upgrade. Like, what does that even mean? If you want to find out, let me know. You can jump in on my course on upgrading the pineal gland. It's exactly what I've been doing, is making these little videos. And one of them was we were just now talking about these blocks. I got these blocks. Like, I can't move the blocks. Well, if the energy's high enough, the blocks will dissipate. They can't be there. It's physiologically impossible. I can't keep a block, or I can't keep myself blocked out of my heart if my energy level resonates so high that fear disappears. And fear is the biggest killer of faith. In fact, I think it's the only killer of faith. You're in fear of something, there's a problem. Yes? Yes! Anyway, we can change it, and that's the cool part. And we're doing it over and over and over again. I've done many different practices. I've done many different things where I was helping people. I do help people all the time change their internal output. And I never quite realized what I was doing until I heard Joe Dispenza talking about it. And it blew my mind, because exactly what he was saying was exactly what I was already doing. I've been doing it for a while. And it wasn't just about getting people to feel better. It was about getting them to feel better and then walk around in it. Like, you can't just do it once and expect something huge in your body to change. You have to learn to make that your life. You have to be able to go back and keep bringing it back in and bringing it back up over and over until it becomes your normal way of being. And it can take a little bit of doing, but you trained yourself for so many years acting the other way. Isn't it worth some of your time and a little bit of your money to train yourself the other way? I'm going to say it is. It has to be. And if you can do this without, do it without. But the key, I'm going to tell you the key to it right here, is to keep yourself in that higher resonance. Keep yourself vibrating. Keep oxytocin and serotonin and melatonin and all of those good chemicals in their proper place in your system, and keep stress levels down. And it doesn't mean stress isn't going to happen. Right? So we were coming about this the wrong way for a long time. And I think a lot of people still do. The doctor will tell you, manage your stress. Well, how do you manage your stress? You get rid of all the stressful stuff in your life. What if you can't do that? Then what do? Well, you're kind of screwed. That's what I was literally told that at one point. You're kind of screwed. Do the best you can. What does that mean? Well, here's what it means. It means get your resonance high. Get some oxytocin in your system and train it into your body. Learn how to use your heart as a processor. Learn how to use your heart as a functional part of your body, as a functional part of your spirit. And then those stressful events actually change. Those stressful things don't do the same thing inside your body when your body is trained with higher level chemicals. Yes? Does that make sense? I hope so. This is beautiful. I went on a rant. I apologize. This is seriously a ranty video right here. Anyway, I'm going to let you go right now. I got to get back in there and finish some more of this stuff for this course. I hope you'll jump on it. I'm going to throw the link below this video. Other than that, practice. Find something that makes you feel good. You can go back through some of my old videos, and I actually talk about this a lot. Find something that does make you feel good, that you can remember. Start by accessing memory. Access the memory, pull it up, think about it, be in it, love it, feel it, know it, really get that good feeling going on in your system, and hang on to it. Right? That's one way to get you there. In this series, in this course that I'm doing, we're actually activating your pineal gland and training your body how to do it all on its own. And actually, it's a mechanical mechanical movement up the system to get the system to jumpstart. And we're actually looking for a DNA upgrade here. I want the difference. I want the difference, baby. If you're interested, jump on this course. Go take a look at it. And I can't wait to see you there.